All right, guys. The injuries we had, Bosa had the wind knocked out of him, and Zacha had a stinger. He returned. Mostert had a calf cramp. We'll look at, and Coleman had an elbow. We'll look more into here tonight.
Kyle, how'd you feel about the defensive performance today, and are you worried that you just lost your defensive coordinator to the Browns?
No, I mean, hopefully they're not making their decisions just off that game. I mean, he's done a good job all year. But I hope I didn't, but we'll see how that plays out. I was pumped with the defense. You know, we had a goal going into this game we thought the team that got over 30 runs would win this game, and we truly look at that as a team goal. And we ended up getting 47 on offense, and it's a lot easier to do when the other team goes 2 of 12 on third down, and I think we were at 45%. I think they only ended up being able to get 10, and when you just see the way the defense is playing, makes it so much easier to stay with that, and I think our whole team kind of fed off it.
It seemed like you almost got those 30 runs on that one drive after the interception. What was the mindset, and how determined were you just to ram it down their throats at that point?
I mean, we didn't start it out that way. It's just, I mean, you don't start it out before it's saying, hey, we're going to run it every down. You call a run to start out, and you just stick with it, and eventually we scored, and half of us were asking where the throws were on it, and we've looked back at the pictures, realized that we didn't throw any. So it was just a hell of a job by the O-line coming off the ball, getting some push. When you can do that, you wear the guys down and force them to change some of their coverages a little bit. And then our defense kept getting us the ball back. And same with the special teams. You know, that long punt that they had, that we had, and Raheem being able to come down there, cause that fumble, that was huge too. And just a great overall win for the whole team.
Obviously, the run game was very effective, but how much was that the defense was playing so well, and just like shortening games getting out of here?
I mean, it's a little bit of both. I mean, and that's kind of how it always works out usually. I mean, it's easier to get a lot of runs when you're getting the ball back a lot. But if you don't convert on third down, that's not going to happen either. And sometimes it's tough to score points. Just run. Eventually, you got to throw some. But we did it on one drive. I thought we came out early, throwing the ball pretty good on that opening drive. But just our plan was to be like that, and the way the defense played made it a heck of a lot easier.
Hey, Kyle, what did you like best about this particular victory in terms of the style and
the way we did it? I mean, that was our goal. I mean, that was our goal that we set on Monday, right, when we found out that we really believed the team who got over 30 runs would win, and we thought only one team would, and that was a complete team goal, and the offense would not have been able to get that many runs if the defense didn't play like they did, and if the special teams didn't play that way also.
Did you make the decision to make the change at cornerback after the first touchdown, or
how did that happen? Corner?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Just you thought you had seen enough there, or?
No, that was just. I mean, I had told Akello that going into the game, and Mosley, just that. Got a lot of confidence in Akello. Got a lot of confidence in E-Man and what he's done when he's came in. We gave Akello the start, but he knew. I mean, it was a very tough decision just to do that the way E-Man's been playing. But he knew if he was struggling at all, we weren't going to hesitate. I'm sure if we left him in, he would have had a chance to play himself out of it. But he was aware of that before the game, and I love how Mosley came in and played too.
How important was the first drive in terms of setting the tone and also getting the crowd completely engaged?
I mean, that's you'd like to say that's always the most important drive. Until it doesn't work, then the next one is. So, it's huge. We didn't play all last week. You're at your home crowd, and you want to come out and be like that. You could hear the fans. I mean, just in pregame warm-ups, the stadium was electric. It was different than it's been. And when our defense holds them, I want to say it was 3 and out to start, and we get in there able to go down and get 7. It's a great feeling. But they came back and answered with that go route, which tied it up, and felt pretty good throughout the first half. That we made a pretty bad mistake with that turnover at the end of the second quarter, which was great. Our defense held them to 3 points on, which has allowed us to recover the rest of the game.
How did the return of D. Ford, Quan, and Jaquaski impact just the emotion of the defense, and how much did it let guys sort of settle into their roles that they've been familiar with?
I mean, I think the emotion is everyone. Probably the same for the fans it is for the players. I mean, when you get guys back who are really good players who made an impact all year, everyone's a lot more excited and thinks going into that game you got to, the more players you have out there, the better chance you think you have to do. But once the game starts, that's over. But when you watch it out there, and you'll see more on tape, but I think it looks different. And starting with the rush with D. Ford out there, just getting off the ball, whether he's doing it or the other guys do it. The speed, having Quan out there, I mean, the times I'm looking up, watching him, the way he flew around, made some plays on the screens, even when he flew there and missed the guy on the screen. You know, he makes the back have to come to a complete stop and cut back the other way, so now our pursuit and our pass rushers can get there. Tart back there, I mean, Tart's been great for us when he's been out there, and I know it's took him some time to get back with that injury that he had, but from what I saw, it looked like he played very well today, and I'm pumped to have him here next week playing.
How much of bye week help?
I think, the bye week helped the most, just all those guys you mentioned. And I don't think that, none of those guys would have been available last week. And so it was perfect to give them the week that they had. So their first game back was now. I think they all got out of it, from what I know of, pretty clean, and should be ready to go again next week.
What was the level of
How much did it
concern?
help in the run game, particularly Coleman? You know, he hadn't had a game like that since Carolina. How big was that bye week as far as getting his legs fresh and whatnot?
He looked good out there today. Tevin, I know his numbers haven't been as great. And I know Raheem's had some real good runs. I think Tevin's had some unfortunate looks, just the luck of the draw a little bit. I think he got some better looks today, took advantage of them. And when you do that, I think it got him in a little bit of momentum. He was able to stay out there a little bit longer. I think he got some extra carries at the end, didn't have to split him as much with Raheem cramping and stuff. And that's why we haven't changed much. And we've been excited about Tevin all year. And I'm glad he got his opportunities today, and he came through big for us.
Kyle, what was your level of concern with D Ford's hammy, and were was that something you were monitoring throughout the game, and just his presence, what did that do for the pass rush?
I didn't monitor it throughout the game because I don't know how to do that. I just wait till someone comes and tells me. So he never told me, and the trainers never told me, and what I saw with my eyes, it looked pretty good. I was a little worried during the week because it was his first week back, and had a little bit of a scare on Wednesday, I think. Messed up because today's Saturday, but whatever day that was, it was a little tight, so we didn't push him too hard. But he came out and had a good practice there on Thursday, and it didn't feel great until we made it into about halftime, and I saw he'd gone the whole first half, and then I'm like, all right, it's not tight today. He's doing a pretty good job. I think it's going to continue.
Couple more, please. Maybe this kind of stage is the right one for Nick Bosa. You feel like he kind of raises his game to the moment?
He's played pretty good all year. I think he got I don't know how many sacks he got today, but he's been pressuring the quarterback all year. It's great that he ended it. I thought he sat there and milked his injury for a little bit longer just to hear the crowd chant his name. But no, he's been a stud. He's been awesome on the field, off the field. Extremely happy to have him on our team.
Carl, it's not a time for reflection because you got a few more games maybe to play. But, you've won 14 out of 17. How confident were you coming into the season that this was a possibility?
We knew we were coming into the season we were going to have a chance to compete in every game, and didn't really look at it much past that. Even when we were 8-0, that's all you look at. And we thought we could compete in every game, and we had won them up to that, and we went that all the way to the end. And once we got in the playoffs and got that bye week, I did personally sit back for a day and think about the season, and it was great where we were at, how we got home field advantage. But now, once you get that is completely over. All you think about is this game, and we just got that done, and not trying to go celebrate anything. We celebrate winning the division in a bye week, which was nice, but now it's can't wait to watch these games tomorrow and find out who we're playing.
All right, thank you.
I'm only going to answer your question since you jacked my backpack a few years ago. What'd you say?
You play both of the teams.
Yeah.
Is that a help?
You're familiar with them, and they're familiar with us. So we'll see which one it helps more.
All right.
All right. Thanks, guys.
All right.